Hi everyone, welcome back to the Declutter Homemaker. I'm someone who loves simple shifts that make cleaning feel lighter, and the best part is, they actually work in my own kitchen. Every family has its own rhythm, but we all want the same thing, a calm kitchen that's easy to cook and not overwhelming. I love small principles that let the space breathe and let your mind breathe with it. I used to think I had to push harder, clean deeper, buy more bins. But what I really needed was fewer duplicates, less rework, less of that daily loop where you tidy, and it all unravels again. Today's tiny habits helped me break that cycle. And the first one, the quiet wow that keeps my kitchen tidy longer, is a 15-minute container pairing ritual. Lay out lids and bases, match them up, and let the orphans go. Let's begin. Let's start You're Not Lazy. Lids and bases just keep losing each other, so every time you want to store leftovers, you lose patience. Here's a simple fix that works. Spend 15 minutes pairing containers, and from tomorrow on, you'll open the drawer and grab exactly what you need. Start by emptying the whole drawer onto the counter. Do it while you're waiting for a pot to boil. Separate bases to one side and lids to the other, roughly by size large, medium, small. Now match them right away. Anything with a perfect match stays. Any orphan alone lid or base goes into a small bag labeled 48 hours. If its partner doesn't show up in 2 days, let it go, donate, recycle, or toss. Next, choose just 1 or 2 container types you actually use most, say square glass 600 ml and 1000 ml, so everything stacks neatly. Set aside the odd sizes you rarely reach for and pass them on. Then, set up for 1 grab-use stack bases together and stand lids upright in a slim basket or a file sorter. Add small labels like 600 ml and 1000 ml so your eyes land in the right spot in seconds. A real-life example: on Saturday night, you take 10 to 15 minutes. You pair 7 full sets and drop 2 unmatched 1000 ml bases into the 48 hours bag. You decide to keep only square glass, so it's easy to stack. Now lids sit in a clean row bases in a flat stack. The next morning, when you go to store leftover rice, you reach for the right lid in 3 seconds and you feel lighter. Why this matters: when lids and bases live where they belong, you stop digging, stop overwashing, and stop getting irritated. You also use up leftovers more often, which means less waste and a calmer, clearer drawer every day. With the container drawer under control, the next step is keeping food fresh and safe. Let's move to tip 2, label the date, rotate what you have, and finish it before you forget it. Tomorrow, I'm sharing a short, punchy checklist of the silent space stealers around your home. The things that look useful but quietly swallow shelves. Spot just a few and your cabinets will exhale. Set a reminder. Catching it early means quick wins before more clutter sneaks in. Next, food doesn't truly disappear, it just slips to the back and we forget it. So let's make everything obvious. Whenever you cook, open or freeze something, stick a small date label on it. Keep a pen and a roll of masking tape right in the kitchen where you store food. Write it simply: 10/29 pumpkin soup. That's enough, no fancy charts. After labeling, arrange by age older items to the front, newer ones behind, like a tiny store shelf in your fridge or freezer. If leftovers often pile up, portion them into 1 meal sizes for 1 to 2 people so you use the whole container in one go without thawing and restoring. Once a week, spend 2 to 3 minutes scanning one shelf, pull forward what should be eaten soon, and add a small star on the label to mean "eat this week." For spices or condiments that linger, it's best to buy the smallest jar so you finish it while it still tastes great. A real-life moment on Sunday morning: while coffee brews, you label 10/29 on the remaining pasta and on the sauce going into the freezer. Last week's soup moves to the front, the new pasta slides behind. You add A to the soup so Tuesday night is decided. When that day comes, you just heat and eat, no sniff test, no second guessing. This cuts the mental load. You open the fridge and instantly know what to eat first. Food stays fresher, waste drops, and the shelves look clearer, which feels like breathing room for your mind too. With the fridge now clear and honest, let's tackle another culprit behind the endless sink pile, all those mugs and water bottles that multiply after every sip. After that, you're not messy. There are just too many cups in circulation. One for morning coffee, a half-finished tea at noon, another water bottle in the afternoon. By evening, the sink looks like a cafe that closed in a rush. Let's set one simple boundary so dishes stop multiplying. Pick a number that fits your home. For 1 to 2 people, keep 6 to 8 mugs. For a family of 4, around 12. Give each person one active water bottle, full stop. Sentimental mugs still get space, just a small one. Keep 1 or 2 story mugs on a tiny, dedicated spot. When it's full, something has to leave before a new favorite comes in. Create one easy grab zone by placing everyday mugs on a single eye-level shelf, and move travel mugs and extras elsewhere into a labeled bin in the pantry or by the door. Set a simple sink rule, 1 personal mug per person per day. Rinse and reuse. Add a colored band or a small name tag to each person's bottle so nobody grabs a new one just because. Here's how it looks in real life. On a weeknight, you pull every mug down, keep 8 for 2 people, and place 2 souvenir mugs on a small memory rail. Travel mugs go into a labeled bin near the entry, and each person gets 1 water bottle with a color band. The next day, the coffee mug is rinsed and reused for afternoon tea. By bedtime, the sink holds 2 mugs, not 10, and the counter already feels calmer. This works because a clear limit stops the silent creep. With fewer mugs and only 1 active bottle each, you naturally wash less clear faster and keep the counter open for actual cooking. It isn't about perfection, it's about ending the daily pileup. With dishes under control, the next upgrade comes from the tools you touch every single day: sharp knives, tidy boards, and heat protection that actually works. Then comes, you don't need a chef's toolkit to cook quickly. You just need tools that actually work every time. A dull knife turns tomatoes into mush and slows every meal. Warped boards collect grime and feel unsafe. Burnt pot holders don't protect your hands when it counts. Let's clear the noise so cooking feels smooth again. Start by choosing less, not more. Keep 3 workhorse knives, a chef's knife for most chopping, a serrated knife for bread and tomatoes, and a small paring knife for peeling and small cuts. If the rest hasn't been touched in months, let it go or store it elsewhere. Give yourself 2 cutting boards, 1 for produce, 1 for protein, so you're not hesitating mid-recipe. If a board is deeply grooved or warped, replace it. That split-second wobble is why prep feels clumsy. For heat protection, keep 1 good set that actually covers your fingers and wrists. If a mitt is thin or scorched, it's time to retire it. Make the basics 1 grab simple. Place the chef's knife on a magnetic strip or in a stand right by your main prep spot, the serrated and paring knife close behind it. Stand boards upright in a slim rack so they dry fast and don't smell. Hang pot holders where your hand naturally reaches when you open the oven. Then set 1 tiny maintenance habit, a quick hone every Sunday, 20 seconds per knife, and a proper sharpen every 6 months. After washing dry boards and knives, immediately on the counter, not in a damp pile. Picture this: on a busy Tuesday, you come home, reach for the knife that's always in the same place. Slice tomatoes cleanly in seconds and slide the board back into its rack to dry while the pan heats. When the timer beeps, the mitts are right there on the hook. No rummaging, no second guessing, no sticky cutting board dance. This matters because sharp, simple tools remove friction. You'll prep faster, cut safer, and feel more capable without buying a single extra gadget. Fewer, better tools also look calmer on the counter, which nudges you to cook more often and order less. With your core tools ready to work, the next easy win is at the sink fresh towels that dry quickly and scrubbers that don't carry yesterday's smell. Next, that sour sink smell isn't. Because you clean poorly, it usually comes from towels and scrubbers staying damp too long. The simplest fix is to keep just enough pieces and help them dry fast after each use. Aim for 6 to 8 kitchen towels that are thick and absorbent. Keep 1 to 2 for hands only and use the rest for counters and the stove top. Treat sponges like disposables, replace every 1 to 2 weeks. If you want even less odor switch to a dish brush, it dries faster and holds fewer smells. Put everything where your hands naturally go so you don't have to think about it. Install a ventilated hook or rail beside the sink so towels get airflow. Place your sponge or brush on a drain rack, not sitting in a bowl. After washing up, make it automatic. Ring hang, let it dry, don't ball it up in a corner. If a towel is still damp at day's end, swap in a dry one and hang the damp one somewhere breezy or out on the balcony. Keep a light maintenance rhythm each evening. Run hot water over the sponge for 10-15 seconds to rinse out soap. Once a week, wash used towels on warm or a sanitized cycle and dry in the sun if you can. When a towel feels thin or smells even after washing, downgrade it to a floor rag. Don't try to save it for dish duty. Picture a busy weeknight, you finish the dishes, wring the towel, hang it on the hook, set the brush on the rack. By morning, the sink is dry and doesn't smell like yesterday. When counters and the sink are clean and dry, you'll want to cook more, and tidying takes minutes because everything looks clear, not sticky. The next source of clutter often comes from the just-in-case bits that jam drawers. Let's streamline the small stuff sauce packets, plastic cutlery, and rubber bands so your drawers glide shut again. Now, heat drawer isn't chaotic because you're careless. It's because the tiniest things pile up quietly. Sauce packets, plastic cutlery, stray rubber bands, they feel useful just in case. Then one day the drawer won't close. We'll keep a handful that you'll actually use and give the rest a clear exit path. Start by emptying one drawer onto the counter. Make 3 quick piles, use on the go, keep a few at home, and let go. For the on the go pile, pack 1 small zip bag with 1 to 2 sets of cutlery, a couple of napkins, and a few favorite sauce packets. Tuck this bag in your car or tote so it stops boomeranging back to the kitchen. For home, keep a mini quota 5 rubber bands in a tiny cup and only the sauces you genuinely reach for. If you never use soy sauce from takeout, it goes. Anything past your quota leaves no guilt. If you're saving extras for guests or picnics, store them in a labeled bin outside the everyday drawer. Give everything a 1 glide home. Use 2 slim dividers in the drawer, 1 for daily tools, peeler, measuring spoons, and 1 small labeled section for tiny helpers. Your 5 rubber bands, a roll of tape, 1 marker. The moment the tiny section looks full, that's your cue to sort for 60 seconds, no waiting for a giant clean out. Here's how it looks in real life on Saturday. You tip the junk drawer onto the counter. You make a neat travel kit in a snack-sized zip bag and pop it into your tote. You keep 5 rubber bands and 2 sauce flavors you actually use. The rest go to recycling or the bin. You slide in 2 shallow dividers and label a corner tiny helpers. That evening, the drawer glides shut without catching on anything. This works because limits turn may be useful into ready to use. You'll stop rebuying what you already own, stop hunting for a peeler under a pile of ketchup packets, and your drawer becomes a calm, reliable station again. With the small stuff streamlined, let's remove another everyday snag, those reusable shopping totes multiplying in every corner. Alright, reusable bags are great until they wander into every corner and take over. The fix is a clear limit and a few home bases, so you always have a bag when you need one without piles building up. Pick a number that fits your household, usually 2 to 6 sturdy totes, thick fabric, strong handles, machine washable. Set 2 simple rules, 1 foldable bag per person in their wallet or backpack, and 1 or 2 bags parked at your launch point, the entry hook, or the car trunk. Anything torn or stained retires. Anything extra that's still good gets donated or dropped at a store collection bin. Make them grab and go. Install a small hook by the door and place a basket underneath for freshly washed spares. Add a clean totes label so there's no confusion. On weekends, toss used bags into the wash, gentle cycle dry them, then fold flat envelope folds so they're light and slim. Add a gatekeeper rule for freebies, only accept a new tote if you actually need one. If you do, one old tote must leave the house. A real-life moment. Friday afternoon, you head to the market, snag the tote from the entry hook and a foldable one from your wallet. Back home, used totes go straight into the wash this weekend basket. 2 clean ones go back on the hook. Next week, you walk out empty-handed, yet never end up bagless, and the living room is no longer dotted with stray totes. This works because fewer, but placed right, means no rebuying, no fabric clutter, and a calmer entryway the moment you come home. With bags under control, let's turn to the space hoggers. You rarely use seasonal bakeware, and specialty appliances keep what truly serves you and free your cabinets to breathe. Here's the thing, clutter isn't always too much stuff. Sometimes it's the wrong stuff in the wrong place. Gingerbread molds you touch once a year, a waffle maker from a phase that passed a giant roasting pan that owns half a shelf. When these live in prime kitchen space, the things you use daily get buried and cooking feels heavier. Start with a simple split. Anything you use once a season or less becomes seasonal/storage, not kitchen daily. Holiday cookie cutters, themed tins, turkey. Roaster fondue set, box them with your holiday decor and label the outside baking winter. For appliances you're unsure about, set up a 60-90 day test shelf outside the kitchen top of a wardrobe, laundry room, or garage. If you don't reach for the waffle maker, egg bite cooker, or specialty ice mold in that window, it's telling you the truth. Sell, donate, or pass along. Keep only what earns its spot. For pots and pans, aim for 1 per size purpose. You actually grab 1 everyday skillet, 1 deep sauté, or Dutch oven, 1 soup pot. If 2 pieces duplicate each other, keep the one you reach for without thinking and rehome the twin. The rule is gentle but firm, prime space for prime tools. A real-life moment on a Saturday, you gather Christmas cutters, the snowflake pan, and that massive roaster. They go into a labeled tote and slide next to the ornaments. The single-purpose gadgets move to a decision shelf with a sticky note dated 90 days out. In your cabinet, you line up the 3 workhorse pans you cook with all week. On Tuesday night, dinner flows, nothing topples out when you pull the skillet. Why this works: clearing out rarely used items from prime real estate reduces visual noise and decision fatigue. The gear you do use becomes easier to spot and to put away, which keeps the kitchen tidy with less effort. You'll feel lighter every time you open a cabinet. With space now breathing, let's calm what your eyes see first: the surfaces. A quieter fridge front and the right kind of rug can make the whole kitchen feel instantly lighter. From here, the fewer things on your fridge door, the brighter and calmer your kitchen feels. Take everything down. Once wipe off tape, grease marks, then keep only 4 to 6 magnets to hold your weekly plan, a menu, or 1-2 of your child's drawings. Everything else goes into a rotation box on top of the fridge or a nearby shelf. When new papers arrive, use this rule display for up to 2 weeks, then snap a photo to save and file the original in a slim keep folder. Toss anything expired. Make it effortless with a 2-minute Sunday reset. Peel off old papers, wipe the door with a damp cloth, and pin up the week's fresh notes. If you spot moisture around the gasket or splatters after cooking, do a quick wipe after dinner so marks don't set. For rugs, choose thin, anti-slip, machine washable style short pile or microfiber. Place them where you stand the longest by the sink and in front of the stove, and keep sizes practical, about 48-60 cm or a 45-120 cm runner. Skip thick rugs, they trap moisture and odors. On weekends, shake quick wash and dry rotating 2 rugs so there's always a clean one ready. In greasy zones, add a separate anti-slip underlay for better grip. A simple evening, you remove stray magnets, keep 5 and the weekly plan, and drop old papers into the rotation box. 1 quick wipe, a fresh thin rug down. Next morning, the flat surfaces look bright and quiet. You feel like cooking and tidying takes minutes. With the surfaces set, we'll wrap up with a few gentle reminders to keep this calm rhythm going. Simple, no pressure. You don't need to transform your kitchen in a day. One small change is enough to start clearing a single drawer, letting go of 1 duplicate, or giving 1 item a proper home. Each tiny shift removes friction, so cooking and tidying feel lighter. If your goal is to save time and quiet the mental noise, choose one very specific action. Right now, label the containers still in your fridge, set a simple limit for mugs, or add a towel hook next to the sink. Finish one small thing and you'll feel the breathing room to do the next. To keep this calm rhythm going week after week, watch the follow-up video 15-minute checklist for each kitchen zone plus freezer and spice date cards. It's ready-made so you can open it and follow along. If this helped you feel even a little more at ease, tap like so I know what truly serves you, and subscribe if you'd like one small doable guide each week. I'll be here walking with you. Tomorrow, drop by for a tiny treasure map that points to the items quietly hogging space in every room. Pull a few and you'll feel extra breathing room right away, no overhaul needed. It's short, clear, and instantly actionable. Tap the bell so it lands the moment it goes live. You won't want to miss it.